Hi there, I'm Namisha Patel Owen, and you're listening to Live Your True Self, episode number 7. You are the thinker, not your thoughts. After 18 years doing corporate, in 2018 it became about doing me and doing what I love. It wasn't that long ago that I too felt stuck, lost, and asking myself, who am I anyway, and what's my purpose? Full of self-doubt, fear of failure and confusion. Fast forward to this moment and you'll see a version of me that's true to myself. Calm, confident and clearer than ever before, inspired by Krishna's words in the Bhagavad Gita, one must deliver himself with the help of the mind and not degrade himself. The mind is the friend of the conditioned soul and his enemy as well. So perspective is everything. And no matter where you find yourself on your spiritual journey, allow me to guide you to drop out of your head the busyness in your mind and drop into your heart the sacred space that holds your beautiful soul so that you too can awaken your true self and live life more meaningfully in this moment. Take a deep breath and listen on in. My 9-year-old daughter said to me, "Mummy, I'm not good at bowling." An idea she'd picked up and started to tell herself because she bowled a couple of wide balls in her cricket match one day. Bowling is the neutral circumstance, and it just so happened that on this particular afternoon, her thought about bowling was, "I'm not good at bowling." Which when I asked her how that made her feel, she simply said, "Sad." And here's the thing. It's not that she's not good at bowling, because even though she bowled some wide balls, she'd also bowled some on-point balls. She just chose to think she's not good at bowling because that's what her brain told her. We had a chat, I gave her some encouragement, and at the weekend we practiced some bowling. The following week she came home and said to me, "Mummy, my teacher said I'm a demon bowler, and actually I think I'm pretty good at bowling." "Yes, you are, my love," I said. "And how does that make you feel?" I asked. "Good," she said. You see, my lovely, we are the thinker, not our thoughts. We get to decide what we think about ourselves, what we think about anything, what we think about everything. Unhelpful thoughts are part of the human experience. Nothing has gone wrong. We're not a negative person. We're not broken. It's important to understand that our thoughts are a reflection of our experience in our body in a given moment about a thing. When we're living in survival mode and states of dysregulation due to heightened stress and uncertainty, our brain becomes wired for protection and safety, which can sometimes mean we can be prone to a negative way of seeing things in order to actually protect ourselves. Have you ever heard the phrase, "expect the worst and you won't be disappointed"? What if we could rewire our brain to expect the best and learn along the way? Expect a positive outcome and possibility. And we can learn to do that by simply seeing thoughts for what they are. Sentences in our brain playing like background music that are just there, that are often familiar, that are sometimes useful and sometimes unuseful, but that don't define who we truly are. Our job is to simply notice them. Notice the thoughts that are swirling around our mind. Growing up, I must have missed the lesson, or perhaps wasn't ready to understand the concept of thoughts. The busyness in our mind about all the things, the thoughts that swirl around our heads as we go about our daily lives like a wash machine on a never-ending spin cycle. If I could give my 9-year-old beautiful self a piece of wisdom growing up, it would be this. There are circumstances in life, factual things happening in our world. For example, our parents, school, home, siblings, friends, holidays, food, our body, sports, clothes, music, nature, all the things, neutral things, circumstances of this one precious life we live. And then there are our thoughts about the circumstances, thoughts about the thing, thoughts about the things, ideas or opinions created by our thinking, created in our mind, created by ourselves, and often influenced by others and our experiences about the circumstance. And the conversation with my 9-year-old self would go something like this. I would gently hold her, look into her sparkling eyes, and simply say, "Listen to me, my darling. Really listen and hear me when I say this. You are amazing just the way you are. You are loved. You are safe. You are a beautiful soul. And you are growing from here no matter what. What's happening in your head, that little voice that talks to you, is simply made up sentences in your head about the things in front of you. They are not the truth. They are not real. They are not who you are." She would look at me, a little curious and a little confused, and say, "What do you mean?" "Sit down, my love. Let me tell you something about thoughts. What's happening in your head day in, day out. Thoughts are amazingly powerful, and we all have a gift of thinking anything we want to about all the things. But let this sink in. The thoughts we think are our choice. Thoughts are sentences in our head, sometimes helpful and make us feel good, and sometimes unhelpful and make us feel not so good. Either way, they are sentences in our head that we create about stuff. Sentences that come and go, just like fluffy clouds in the beautiful sky that just come and go. You, my darling, are the beautiful thinker of these sentences. You are the thinker of these thoughts, and not the thoughts themselves. You are a beautiful soul who has a gift to share on this planet, no matter what's happening in your mind. and therefore you do not have to believe everything you think. You get to decide what you want to think. You get to decide what sentences you choose about yourself, about anything. You get to decide what sentences make you feel good and that help you be more of your beautiful soul. Thoughts are just thoughts, fluffy clouds in your mind. They are not who you are. This is the conversation I had with my beautiful 9-year-old daughter. This is the conversation I'm having with you.
You are the thinker, not your thoughts. Let me say that again. You are the thinker, not your thoughts.
Now, have a pen and notebook handy, and let me invite you to close your eyes and take a deep breath here. Arrive here in this moment as you. I've said a lot, so let's take a moment to slow things down. There's a good chance you're in your headspace, and I'd love to invite you into your heart space. Slow everything down and give yourself grace to intentionally arrive in this moment and take some time for yourself. Soften your head, your forehead, your tongue. Allow a gentle softness to work its way down your neck, your shoulders, your arms, and down through the whole of your back, your chest, to your pelvis, your legs, your feet, your toes. Feel the softness, feel the release, feel any tension melt away from the softness radiating through you. And take a few more deep breaths here from this place of softness. Breathe in and breathe out. I know it's hard. I know we have hardwired negative thoughts about ourselves that we hold on to so tightly, like the truth, just like the sky is blue. But even if the thoughts are perhaps true, even if you are someone who procrastinates, someone who is an overthinker, you do lack confidence in public speaking, you can be indecisive at times, you are unfit right now. This is not who you truly are. You are the thinker having these thoughts, thinking these thoughts. And they come from the past, present, and future experiences that you hold. Conditioning, if you will, that we just take on unknowingly sometimes. And even if they are true, you do not have to think them. It is not useful. It doesn't make you feel good. And when you don't feel good, it keeps you stuck. Versus spending your time, effort, and energy thinking something more useful about yourself that does make you feel good, that fuels you forward in your energy. But here's the thing. If you take anything away from here today, simply remember that you are a beautiful soul, a conscious being, no matter what your brain or anyone else thinks. This is the truth. Now drop into your heart space. Feel your heart. And let me invite you to notice your thoughts. Let me invite you to intentionally notice where your brain is at. What are the helpful and unhelpful sentences currently playing in your mind? And you can do this by simply writing them down. Short sentences, exactly how they present themselves to you. Just write them down. Starting each sentence with, I'm having the thought that. I'm having the thought that. Take a few minutes to write down your thoughts in this moment. These are your thoughts, just like clouds in the sky. And by writing them down, you can see them as you, as the thinker. You can distance yourself from them and just notice them You're simply having the thought that perhaps you've got too much to do. You're behind. You always put things off to the last minute. You don't know what to do. You want to spend more time working on yourself. You're good at helping others. You want to change your mindset. You love nature. Remember, you are a beautiful soul. And as your beautiful soul, you get to choose what you think to better serve you. Now let me invite you to access the feeling of love. Feel love in your body. Think of something or someone that you love unconditionally, that brings you joy, and allow this to radiate in your heart and in your body. And put a smile on your face as you feel the warmth, feel the energy, feel the connection to this lovingness. This is who you truly are. A beautiful, loving soul. I'm super grateful for you being here with me today. Notice your thoughts and remember, you are the thinker, not the thoughts. I'm sending lots of love. Until the next time, Namaste.